Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Darby Weiss. This is the Iron Emporium. Welcome back. So I just left the gym. I'm on my way to work, and I had a thought, and that thought is, we look at life a lot of times in percentages, right? We look at life a lot of times like, you know, I have to give 100%, and a lot of times we undercut ourselves by saying I have to give 100%. Because, you know, we've heard everybody say, and we've heard it time and time again. We've heard people say, you know, it's 80%, you know, it's only 20% training and it's 80% diet, or, you know, it's 50% training and it's 50% diet, you know. And to some degree, that's fine. It's fine to think that way. It's fine to think that way if you don't actually give 100%. Because you're not giving 100% to everything. You're not giving 100% to anything. You're giving 80% and you're giving 20%. Stop thinking in terms of 80 and 20 equal 100. That's not how this works. It's not how this goes. It works only if you give 100% to everything you do. It's not, you don't get to split your life up into percentages. You don't get to split your life up and, you know, your whole day equals 100. No. You give 100% to training. You give 100% to diet. You give 100% to your work. You give 100% to your play. You give 100% to your family. Stop splitting your life up into increments and smaller percentages just to make it easier on yourself. That's what we're doing. Every time we split up, you know, this, let's say our whole day, right? We split it up. Oh, I'm going to give, you know, 50% of my day needs to be to work. 50% of my day needs to be to training. 50% of my, no, stop. Stop taking 10% here. Stop taking 10% there. Stop taking 50% and start giving 100%. Just because you only have 24 hours in the day, just because you only have 7 days in a week, doesn't mean that you can't give 100% every single one of those days. I get it. Some days are harder than others. Some days suck. Some days you don't want to give 100% to your training, right? Some days you want to give up. Some days you don't want to go to the gym. Some days you don't want to eat right. I get it. I get it. Even on those days, though, still give 100% to your mindset. That's what this is all about. That's what this comes down to in the end. It's 100% of your mind. It's 100% of the effort that you're willing to put in, because tomorrow is going to be another day and you're going to have to get back on your grind tomorrow. Stop this idea. Stop the thought process of, oh, if I give 80% here and 20% there, I've given 100% of my day. It doesn't fucking work like that. You give 100% all the time to everything you do. And I'm just as guilty of not doing that as the next person. And I've said for years, you know, that, oh yeah, you know, it's not just about your training. You gotta eat too. That's a huge percentage of what you're doing. That's a huge percentage of what goes into, you know, being a bodybuilder or being a strongman or being a competitor of any kind. You know, gotta eat. You know, you gotta train, you gotta rest. No. You have to do all of those things, but you have to do all of those things at 100%. You can't just do them at 50%. You can't just do them at 80%. You have to do them at 100%. That means you have to give your all to everything you're doing. If you're eating, give your all to your diet. If you're training, give your all to your training. If you're at work, give your all to work. If you are starting a business, give your all to business. If you're at home with your family, give it all to your family. Stop breaking yourself up into percentages, because those percentages are only ever going to equal the number that you're giving it. So if you're giving it 80%, if you're giving it 60%, if you're giving it 10%, you're only ever going to equal 10% effort. Stop only giving a percent of your effort and give it all of it, regardless of what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's eating, working out, driving to work. Give everything all. Give it all 100%. If you're making YouTube videos, if you're trying to get your career off the ground, stop giving up when you, because that's the thing, you know, you get to that 80% mark. It's like, oh yeah, I've reached my 80% mark. That's all I need to give. And then you fucking stop. Then you give up. Then you just quit. And you just quit. Is it worth it? Is it worth quitting? I don't think so. I don't think so, because at the end of the day, you'll have to go to bed, you'll have to rest and think, man, I only gave 20% to my workout today because, you know, it's 20% work and 80% diet. What happened to 100%? What happened to that other 80% of your workout? Did you just leave that on the table? Did you just leave that? Did you really? Stop cutting yourself short. You're cutting yourself off at the knees if you think that you can get away with only giving 20% to your workout. It takes 100% to accomplish your goals. Stop cutting yourself short. Stop giving yourself the slack to hang back a little bit, to ease off a little bit. Stop giving yourself that slack. Start holding yourself accountable. Start giving 100% to everything. If you're eating, 100%. If you're working out, 100%. If you're starting your business, 100%. If you are sitting on the couch, give it 100%, because it's still good practice. All right? There's the old I've said this before, I believe, in one of my podcasts, which those will be coming back soon, guys. So if you actually enjoy the podcast, like it'll come back around, I promise. It's just a matter of getting, you know, moved into the house and having everything set back up. But I've said it before on the podcast, I know I have. You know, the old adage of, you know, practice makes perfect. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's an out and out lie. It's a lie to make complacent people feel comfortable, feel good about themselves. Well, yeah, if I just keep practicing, I'll get better. No, it doesn't work like that. Perfect practice makes perfect. All right. So when I was a kid, I heard that when I was probably 11 or 12 years old, maybe, because I tried to play tennis, right? And I had a terrible tennis instructor. All right, and you know, nothing against the guy. I also just didn't get it. I didn't understand the game. I didn't really want to do it. I just wanted to do something, right? So I started playing tennis, or I started practicing it. And one day I remember saying, you know, practice makes perfect. And the one thing that guy taught me, the one thing that stuck with me through all these years, the one thing that actually made a difference that fucking dude said, was practice does not make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. If you are giving 100% to everything you do, whether it's your workout, whether it's your diet, whether it's sitting on the couch, or like me, sitting in your overpriced chair playing video games, give it 100%, because practice on its own will not breed perfection. Practice will only ever give you what you put into it, and if you're not putting in 100%, you will never get out 100%. All right, that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoy this or you enjoy any of my other content, make sure you hit like and subscribe. If you don't mind, share this. It helps me, it helps the channel grow. And thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys on the next one.